Alright, so you can see that most of this herb garden is gone. Still a little bit of mint here, sweet mint, and the oregano is still going totally fine. But the peppermint and the thyme has both withered away. This thing never came back, but this bird of paradise, but it is getting new leaf growth at the bottom, so I'm going to save that. Here's second harvest of the pepperoncini. I haven't picked these yet, but these are almost ready. I see one back there turning red, so I need to go ahead and pick these. This aloe went way outside of its pot this summer. Look at all the new aloe that came off of that. That begonia that grows with that sago palm every year did really well. We've still got muscadines on this. Pick a few of these. This sago, I don't know what's going to happen with that. It never sprout new branches, so we'll see what happens. I will mention while we're over here, this second batch of tuxedo quail that I put out here. It's so strange. It's like night and day. These are so friendly. These you can actually pet, and of course I handled these quite a bit when they were babies. These are the ones from that video that was raising tuxedo quail and the brooder next to the cream Legbars. So a lot of this stuff, like these begonias here, we had an issue with these staying alive. I replanted these twice, and I have a feeling that it's because of the squirrels and birds were using this as a landing pad to get up to the bird feeder here. So I'll have to figure out another way to do that, because see, this side did okay. So see what happens with that. Pond is doing well. All these plants are doing great. Still going strong. Doing a little field day out here with the waterfowl. Actually, I put the turkeys out too, but I let the for sale chickens run around in there. You can see them running around. It's good to let them out of their cage and let them run around in the flight cage. I'm changing out the water and letting those ducks that don't usually come out, and then everybody else is out here. And here's what's left of the garden. Still a few onions. I'm just kind of letting them do their thing. The tomatoes are pretty much done. I've still got some smaller green ones on there. There's one. But they're starting to fizzle out. They're still giving us a few tomatoes, but not a lot here. Here's a group of 4 here. Peppers are still going strong, but they're always better in the late summer anyway. So they've got peppers all over them. That'll be like 3rd or 4th harvest on those. So those are doing really well. I just want to give all of this stuff a little extra space next year. I put these peppers, you know, pretty close to each other, within about 1.5 feet of each other, and they just didn't do great. And I think they did better when I spaced them out before. And same thing with the tomatoes. So kind of rework that. You see, y'all are just kind of lounging around instead of grazing, huh? How you doing, Smokey? Yeah? You gonna come over and say hi? Now that these have gotten bigger, I know what they are now. I've got, it's like 3 males and 2 females. So this one closest to the camera here is a male, and the one directly to his right is the mother. That's their mother right there. And then the one that's right in front of her is a male, and the one right in front of, or right to his right, is a male. And then the one in the back there is a female, and this one to the far left is a female. The strawberries are actually still going pretty good. Some coming back on that one there. They're still blooming. We've picked a lot of strawberries off those this year. That started out 8 plants and they just multiplied. And here's the hollyhock. So next year this is supposed to flower. So they according to the directions, these flower the second year. So I gotta keep these tended to, and then next year we'll see if these will put some flowers up.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
It's my little buddy right here. Hey, buddy. It's a nice old pigeon. He likes little neck rubs. So we've had some leopard frogs in here. I believe that's, could be frog eggs right there on top of that lily pad. And they've been sitting up here on top of this elephant ear. I was like, where's he at? I can't. And then I looked over here in the aloe, and he or she is right down in there. That's where it usually sits. There's usually two of them. A little update on these cream Legbars. They're going to be going outside soon. They're fully feathered. And here's those quail that I had the hatch video. So these are a week old now. They grow really, really fast. Quail are known to do that, but it's almost shocking how fast they grow.